very definitely something to think about. And, of course, that inspires me to new heights. Yeah, Dennis Collins is the only one who talks about no new material.
Oh, you want me to just pick up? Hello?
Yeah, we want you to just pick up, would you please?
Hello? 1240 WGBA. Hello?
Yeah, how you doing up there in Geneva? How's the weather?
Hey, Neil, how's it going?
Hey, listen, you ought to see the bag boys at the A&P. I'll tell you, it's better than ever.
Oh, Neil, you're so terrible.
Why do you say those nasty things?
All right, get your nasty thing out of here. What can we do for you?
What are you guys doing there this morning? Are you, like, on the air, or are you just rehearsing?
What's the question?
What's the question?
What's the question?
Okay, how old is Joey Reynolds? That's the question.
89. Next question.
How old is, as a matter of fact, funny you should mention that, Neil, because Joey is, you know, he drops in periodically on our program right here. As a matter of fact,
here he is.
I want to be young again. Let me get to the driveway.
Okay, excellent.
is Joey.
Here's the next question. How hot is 105?
As hot as we can get.
Oh, what about 62.3?
Like that, yeah.
We're about 105 right now.
Oh, really? Are you? Well, we'll tune it up. Maybe we'll put it on the air. You guys are playing pretty good music lately, I noticed.
Thank you.
Are you on the air right now?
What happened? Yeah, we're on. No, we're just sitting around having coffee.
Are we on the air right now?
Yes, you're on our air right now. If you're on your air, I don't really give a damn. We don't care about that. Are we on your air?
Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
Well, what is that?
We're music offensive. I mean intensive.
What does that mean, not yet? In other words, when you guys build the courage, you might put us on someday? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not it. We're just not going to chop off the song in the middle, that's all.
Why not? Oh, come on. Where the hell are your priorities anyway? You know, Tanner did a whole show for us yesterday. I mean, what about you guys?
Well,
You're supposed to be our good friends.
we are your good friends. It's just that we have all these guys in Pittsburgh who aren't anybody's friend, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got some problems up there. There's no question about
Oh,
that.
no, we have no problem. What changes?
We do. We got this consultant, this guy named Chris Gable, and if you want to make a hell of a deal, we'll send him over to you. We'll swap him for Schuyler. How's that?
No.
No.
No more consultants.
I think we might have a deal. Did you hear
And a
that?
board out to be named later.
Yeah, maybe Donald. Donald sounded frantic yesterday. Did you hear that those guys won't talk to us anymore?
Yeah.
Why?
They got nothing to say. What do you care?
Well, no,
They got to stick up their butt. What's going on over there?
we had said that they were paranoid, but then we changed our mind because paranoia is an unnatural fear, you know, one that's unwarranted.
Yeah, unjustified.
Unjustified,
Sure.
very
They've got
good.
every reason to be worried.
And in their case, yeah, it's very justified, so they're not paranoid at all. They're just scared bleepless is what they are, is the bottom line.
Well, I can understand why. When you see those pictures of Greg in the Herald,
Yeah.
Oh,
stuff like Sherlock Holmes.
Do you know something? He is beginning to look more like Irene Richard every day.
I really like the one where he's dressed up as Scarlett O'Hara. Did you see that one?
Yeah. In drag with with Donald's wedding dress. Did you see that picture?
Listen, with those guys, every day's a drag. You know what I'm saying?
No question about it. Well, listen, guys, it's been wonderful having you as guests in our living rooms.
Now, wait a minute. Don't you want me to straighten something out?
Let's not get into that.
yes, Jim Schuyler.
Oh, yeah. What about it, Jim? You're going to tell us the truth or you're going to kiss his butt again?
All right, can you hold on for just a second?
Of
'Cause I
course.
think Dan has a show to do.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
He's got a show to do. I mean, what's more important?
Music on hold.
Okay, get a little music here for you.
Oh, boy. George Michael. Isn't that just what we
I
needed?
want your socks.
Yeah. It's 6:13 on Zeta 4. Simulcasting this morning with McKay in the morning and Jim Schuyler on Hot 105. This could be the only show in America. Do you realize that? The only morning show that puts all the other morning shows on the air? Why not?
The only one I ever heard of.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello?
There's no hotline anywhere but here in the studio. I never knew that before.
What does that mean?
Running around the building frantically.
Trying to find a hotline.
Yeah.
Don't they even have one
None
in...
of the other phones work before 9 o'clock. They've got them all shut off.
Don't they have one in the John over there?
Beg pardon?
Don't they have one in the John?
No, sorry. I figured it'll keep us in there too long, you know. The acoustics in there are great, though. We've used that for reverb many times.
I would think so. I've heard your show, you know what I'm saying? So what's the deal now? What are we doing? Because we're hanging on here. Is the record over, George Michael? I mean, we don't play like George Michael records on Zeta, okay?
You don't?
No, we don't. Well, on this show, we don't play hardly any records.
When do I start?
Well, what date would you like to start? What would be good for you?
No. Hey, there's room for everybody's musical taste.
Absolutely.
Except mine, apparently. I don't know. I can't get a job. But anyway, now you want me to straighten out this whole business about how Glenn was allegedly rude to me. And
Yeah, would you please? And be honest. Don't worry about his feelings, okay? Because where there's no sense, there's no feeling.
Well, Jim really doesn't want to straighten this out because he says he's getting such incredible name recognition.
Is he really?
This has been dragging on since about June.
Mm-hmm. Well, it will end when we finally get the truth.
Well, we got the truth in about July.
You were rude and hostile and nasty.
Kids, please don't fight, okay?
Go ahead, Jim.
And I think he's going to do a break. Are you going to put these? Yeah, he's not even listening. He's
No,
got his headphones
don't worry
connected
about
to
him.
the back.
We don't need to be on your air. Don't worry. We didn't
Okay.
call to be superstars, okay?
Okay.
We just
Oh,
called.
you're doing a heck of a job.
Yes, we are. Of being superstars or just being jackasses? So what's the real story, Jim? Come on, we've only got a 4-hour show. I know that you love being on a real station, but what's the story?
Yeah, it is a change of pace. But anyway, just a joke. It's just a joke.
I know.
Because I know all our sales dogs are listening to you right now.
Yeah, well, our sales department's listening too, and they're just a joke, so don't worry about them.
You know why our salespeople are listening?
Why is
You
that?
got to straighten them out on this point too. They're trying to steal accounts.
Oh,
Come on.
they're trying to steal accounts from us?
Yeah,
Well, we don't have any.
I know.
So what the hell is their story? Boy, talk about stupid.
Well,
Yeah, tell him to listen to a station with spots.
Yeah, tell them to listen to Life. They got a lot of spots.
So
well, anyway.
So are you going to answer the question, or are we just going to have to...
he said it's just a joke.
what?
That's
Oh, that.
No, that was referring to something else.
Oh.
Okay, that was wishful thinking on your part. Now, are you going to tell the audience how the bird just totally showed you a rude and callous kind of behavior that day?
Well, see, the whole thing hinges on the fact that you missed part of our conversation when we were standing in the atrium.
Yes?
Glenn turned to me at one point, and he said something to me that you didn't hear.
Really? Something we can say on the air?
Yes,
yeah.
he said he was going out to his car to get a gun.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No.
Oh,
He excused himself. He had to answer the call of nature.
I
Right.
see.
and you didn't hear
Well,
me.
what did that have to do with they came in the
now
studio?
then he said, well, when you went into the studio.
In other words, were you continuing the act of nature quietly in the studio, or
no,
what?
I went back. We all went into the studio, right? Remember, Jim?
Yeah.
It was during a news break, and he says at that time I turned my back on you and was incredibly rude
You
to
were.
you.
You were
I didn't notice that.
I did.
See?
Yeah.
And I didn't notice it either, Jim.
I didn't notice that because
Now you didn't
All right,
notice
see,
it. I
I was
didn't
engaged
notice
in
it.
conversation,
Yeah.
and I was also watching the clock because I didn't want to.
So
I wanted
you
to
got
leave
absolutely-
before the CBS News was
right.
over. I didn't want to horn in on the program. you know?
Exactly. So you had absolutely not any feeling of rudeness. That was
Oh.
not in your brain whatsoever that day.
None
Any-
whatsoever. I'm sorry to have to admit that because I know this may or probably put a stop to all
Oh,
this.
I don't
Well,
know
I'll
about
never
that.
mention my
It's
name again.
pretty obvious that the guy is so hard up for a job that he's just going to, kiss your. He's going to be a Licko-fan right to the very end, and we're never going to get the true story out of him. That's okay. We understand.
I was hoping maybe Glenn could use his considerable influence at the Herald to get me Linda Thornton's old job.
Really, or Linda Thornton's home number, one or the other.
Oh,
Do you speak Spanish, Jim?
that's true. That kind of disqualifies me, doesn't it?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you, Jim. Buenos dias. Have a wonderful life. And we're going to be tuning in for more George Michael a little later on. Okay?
Is it true that you have buttons now that say "unbelievable" on them?
Yes, we do.
How come you haven't sent me one?
Well, we will.
Okay.
We'll do it today.
The bird will put
Do
one
it
in,
today.
in
Yeah,
the mail
right.
today. He will.
Not today.
Trust me.
Okay.
Okay.
Jim.
We'll see you in Seneca Castle, okay?
Keep me informed as to any openings,
Okay. Adios.
so to speak.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Boy.
Now,
Okay.
what do you think of that little conversation we had about the incident? Now, what was
It's 6:18 on
Come
Zeta
on,
4.
come
Before we
on.
have the 6:20 news, how about if we listen? Is
Ah.
Captain Mung in there? Is he in the room at all?
No, we want to talk about this.
To Dr. Dave and
oh.
Vanna Pick Me a Letter in stereo, a Zeta 4 exclusive.
Get me a ticket for an aeroplane. Got to get on the Wheel of Fortune game. I just got to win, spin the wheel again. Oh, Vanna, pick me a letter. Bankrupt? What do you mean bankrupt? I don't care how much money I got to spend. Can't stand to look at Pat Sajak again. Won't throw in the towel till I buy a vowel. Oh, Vanna, pick me a letter. Hey, man, what do you mean there's no effing phone? Vanna, pick me a letter. No one over 10 or what? Vanna, I don't understand why you make $100,000, not for me to say. Anyway, get me a ticket for an aeroplane. Gonna be on the Wheel of Fortune game. I just got to win, spin the wheel again. Oh, Vanna, pick me a letter. Go, Vanna, go, baby, go, all right. Hey, get out of my face, Pat. Is that a toupee? Hey, is there an L in that word? Is it lowrider? All right, lowrider. Forget the letter, man. I'll take Vanna White, you beautiful, baby. You and me could play the home game. Got me a ticket for an aeroplane. All right, I'm on the Wheel of Fortune game. I just love that sound. I'm in the bonus round. Hey, Vanna, pick me a letter. Lose a turn. Hey, Pat, lose this. Vanna, pick me a letter. No one does it any better. I dream about you. All right, that is an all over 10. Vanna, I don't mean to stare, but are you wearing underwear? Not for me to say. Anyway, I don't care how much money I got to spend. Can't stand to look at Pat say Jack again. Won't throw in the towel till I buy a vowel. Oh, Vanna, pick me a letter. Please, Vanna, pick me a letter. All right, I'm ready to pick, baby. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. That should cover it, huh? All right, I'll take the sofa, the blender, the microwave, the refrigerator. Hey, man, what do you mean $500 for a black and white 5-inch portable TV set? You got ripped off, man. My brother-in-law could get it for you wholesale. Give me the money and I'll buy the TV set, man, all right? Hey, Vanna, come on, baby.
Does that sound a lot better in stereo?
Oh, yeah.
It might move up like 2 notches because it's in stereo today.
All right, it's 6:20 now on Zeta 4. Now, in the news this morning, we're going to finally put this thing to rest, I hope, about Jim Schuyler and myself.
Are we really? Is that the big news story?
Don't you think it is?
No.
You don't. You don't buy it. You think this is bigger than the settlement of the...
Where was Peter Moon this morning, by the way?
I went to the concert.
So what does that mean? He went to the concert.
That's the word I got.
So in other words, if you go to the concert, you get the night off?
He was here for a little while.
What's that got to do with
it? Hey, I would have gone to the concert if we could have had the morning off. That would have been great.
You're not going to discuss this with me? You're just going to ignore this? You're going to just...
What?
About this Jim Schuyler falterall.
What is the word again?
Falterall.
Falterall?
Is that a word?
Is that like Little Lord Falterall?
Yeah.
Okay, all you kids out there who want to be professional morons when you grow up, okay? And there's something to be said for that, because look what it did for Sly Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
So you're not going to talk about it.
You want to be a professional moron, just keep listening to the bird.
You're not going to talk about it.
In fact, you can develop an instant vocabulary. It beats sitting in the library, I'll tell you that.
The signing of an agreement between Cuban inmates and federal authority has brought liberty for 89 hostages held at the U.S. penitentiary in Atlanta. The released hostages shook hands with the detainees and hugged federal officials during their walk to freedom.
Haven't you always wanted to hug a federal official?
Yeah, think about it. Conjure up the image in your head.
Yeah.
The Atlanta prison settlement calls for a moratorium on deporting detainees who arrived during the 1980 Mariel boat lift. It also says the Cubans will not be held responsible for damage to the prison. Zeta forecast, partly cloudy, becoming breezy later today. A small craft advisory will go into effect later. High today 76, low tonight 49, and currently 54 at Zeta 4 at 6:22.
The following monthly payment offer based on...
Week while Reagan meets Gorbachev on Superpower Summit up.
Should we rewind it to the beginning?
This is Yakov Smirnov.
I beg your
And
pardon?
all this week while Reagan meets Gorbachev on Superpower Summit, I'll be right here on Zeta 4 for the Great Comedy Summit of 1987.
That was great. Okay, it's 24 past 6 on Zeta 4. I thought I would just audition it on the air and see if it was any good, right? What a waste of time. Okay, let's take some more calls. The lines are just frantic here this morning. You think we have more complaints? Like that first one? Don't call us for more material? Who was that? Stan's personal secretary? Oh, you're not. Your mic isn't open. That's why you're so quiet. I wondered why you weren't saying a damn thing. Unless we open his mic, he just clams up.
No, I'm still contemplating that phone call to Hot 105.
Dade County, hello.
Hi, Mr. Rogers.
Yes.
I just came back from New York 2 weeks ago after being accepted by one of the local temples as a secondary rabbi.
Yeah, well, you sound secondary to me, sir.
Anyhow, it's very sad because the organization's president and corporation wanted me to cut my name because they said it wouldn't be dignified for their temple. And I refused to cut my name to the one we call myself Irving Cutter. And I refused to take that because I graduated I Cutter.
Yeah.
And and that's another extension to the name, and they refused to have me unless I went to the short version of the name.
Okay, well, listen, if you play your cards right, I'll give you Joey's hotline number, okay? You can call him, be on his show. Jeez. Okay, if you get any other people that are over the age of 90, give them the number for WNWS or something. We don't want to talk to them. 26 past 6 on Zeta 4. There's an open line in Dade at 620-3600. And let's go to Broward County. Hello.
How you doing, Neil?
Okay, sir.
Look, I really enjoy your show. I listen to it every morning. I get up about 4:30, about the same time you do.
Yeah.
And
well, that's good, but not in my house, though.
I own a little restaurant in Deerfield, and I put that radio on, and I listen to it as I'm cooking my eggs in the morning.
Yeah, well, this show will fry your eggs. There's no question about that.
No, I think it's just great. Now, I love all the guys on there, and you got great humor. Great humor.
Yeah.
And it really gets me up in the morning, let me tell you.
Well, that's good. That's the idea.
So to speak.
So to speak. Okay, well, you've been a great caller. Certainly an improvement over the couple we've had so far. See you later.
Okay.
Arrivederci.
Thanks.
27 past 6. And we might as well give this one last try.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
What do you
I don't give up easily. I don't just throw in the towel.
Now, are you not going to call Greg and Donald?
Yes, I am.
They're going to hang up on you.
Well,
he has no choice. He's got a directive from management.
Let me tell you something. We get directives from management, too, and we go on the air. We tell it like it is. We announce to the audience that management is brain dead, and we fight for our rights, don't we?
But you're not Greg.
We fight for our rights. No, that's true. We're not nervous and insecure.
Yeah.
And all of that other stuff. Of course, if we were Greg and had his number, we'd be nervous and insecure.
I'm telling you, he's just going to...
All right, well, we're giving him one more chance. That's what I'm going to tell him. It's 28 past 6 on Zeta 4. And now these guys have been... they've been under a lot of pressure, okay?
We do want that bye-bye tape, though. If, Donald could do one last...
Yeah, if you don't want to talk to us, the least you could do is cut us a new...
Hello.
Okay, now don't hang up right away. Come on. Please.
I can't play anymore.
Yeah, what? You can't play anymore. Now, don't hang up right away. Just think about it, okay? By the Orlons.
Did they hang up?
They hung up. Don't hang up by the Orlons. Remember that record?
Sure.
Don't hang up?
Yeah.
They hung up.
They hung up.
No balls, Greg. Jeez.
They
we can't
play anymore.
That sounds like something out of a sandbox, doesn't it? I gave him one last chance.
I will call Donald after 10.
For what?
And see if he'll cut that tape for us. He won't do it. But
The tape is not the important thing. The important thing is that we, during these last few days on this show, have developed something just totally unique. Yeah. I mean, on the AM, it was a different story because we were not competing. We weren't even on the same band. We weren't on the same day part. But here in the last few days, we've developed something that's just unheard of. And we've got all the competition on the show at the same time, right?
I know.
And they want to destroy it. They want to ruin a good thing.
Well, they're the only
ones. If you listen to their show and you realize they have no act, you would think that they'd want anything innovative and new.
They do. It's the management.
Do you want me to run that by again? I'm going to say it to you again. Management in this business is all incompetent and brain dead.
Well, I know that.
All. Underlined all.
In red?
Okay? Exactly. In any color you like. In Technicolor. In Kodacolor. All right? They're all brain dead. They're a bunch of morons. All right? And the way you deal, first of all, he's got a contract over there. He's the program director, for crying out loud.
They let him play what he wants to.
Exactly.
Supposedly.
Like they let him play with Donald. So what kind of a gutless wonder is this Bedell turning into anyway? We can't play anymore, boy.
He's the program director in name.
In name only. Obviously, he's got about as much clout
None.
as Irma La Deuce has over here.
John Moron.
They had to give him that title, though.
Yeah,
Why
they
is
just
that?
gave the title. They promoted the
I got
the
news
real
for you. If they
PD.
wanted to pay me that amount, I wouldn't need any title, okay? I would be over there tomorrow. Tomorrow. And if John Moron is listening, I think you're a pretty good guy. 6:30 on Zeta 4, and where do we have that open line is in Dade County at 620-3600.
What happened to us?
You're on your own, baby. Go back to the Breakfast Club. 620-3600. You notice all the people from the U2 concert who are just...
One.
Yeah. See,
Well,
that's the...
Fred Rogers.
How many people were there? About 70,000, something like that?
Something like
75,000?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, this is a market of 4 million people. So all the rest of the 3,925,000 people who were not there yesterday, they don't give two hoots about the U2 concert, all right? And they didn't care about all that hype and all that hysteria, did they? Absolutely not. In fact, most of them probably don't even like U2.
Well, they're very popular.
They're very
They're the
popular,
big
but they're
band right now.
overdone, though. Overdone.
Aren't they
And
the...
that Bono Vox, I mean, he looks like walking death. He really does. I realize that most of the rock groups today look decadent and grotesque and just disgusting. But what is the big deal with him? He's like a walking scuzzball. So that's another one of those groups that is to be listened to but never to be seen.
Oh, yeah.
Like John Cougar.
Yeah.
Listen to him, don't watch him. Barbara Streisand, for all you Joy 107 fans. Listen to her music, but don't ever look at her cross-eyed. You know what I'm saying? See, if you look at Barbara cross-eyed, you know what happens? It evens out.
Really?
And you think you're looking at her regular because seriously, she's looking back at you cross-eyed. And it's like, it's hard to explain on radio. If we had on TV, we could draw a diagram. And show how the eye patterns cross.
Oh, I see.
You know what
you're
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of like diagonally.
Now I got
Okay,
it.
6:32 on Zeta. Let's take a call from Dade County this time. Hello.
Would it be Neil?
Listen to the level on these calls, man. You can barely hear this guy. Yeah, how you doing?
Me?
Go ahead. It's not your fault, sir. It's our fault.
Okay. Listen, I heard you talk about Rantel the other day,
Alice, yeah.
and I had to call because you're not going to believe this, but
I believe it.
a couple of weeks ago, and I know it's a sin to listen to Alice, but I was in the car,
No, it's not a sin. It's an act of desperation.
But a couple of weeks ago, someone mentioned your name,
Yes.
and he said that you were obsessed with this show.
I'm obsessed with this show. That's funny because I never listened to it.
And then on top of that, he says that you do pretty well, considering that you've been stealing his materials for the last 7 years.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Really,
gee.
and I mean,
That's
does.
funny.
I mean, I don't know if you're aware of that, but this guy uses a lot of your phrases.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's just a coincidence, sir.
Sir, the word you're looking for is clone, okay? C-L-O-N-E, as in clone heads.
He's Italian, I mean,
Yeah, he's-
an Italian uses these Jewish expressions.
Yeah, I know that, yeah. And he doesn't even know what they mean. Well, I don't know why we would discuss Alice. He's so passé. He's like Alice Bluegown these days. He's like from the Dark Ages.
And, one last thing. If you're going to play Elvis, play some concert cuts.
Yeah,
All that
okay.
studio stuff, that's crap.
Yeah, like Elvis in Vegas, right?
Oh, no, man. Like
It's Now or Never where he forgot the lyrics? Yeah, that's one of my
favorite,
favorites, yeah. Okay, sir.
All right, man.
Thanks for the info.
All right.
Boy. 6:34 on Zeta 4, 26 before 7 on a Friday morning. And I feel wide awake this morning. I actually got an extra hour sleep.
Really?
I don't know why, but it just worked out
Good
that way in my
Lord.
house. Didn't have to watch. I wasn't forced to watch David Letterman last night, so I really feel wide awake.
It's reruns
This
week.
could. It is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder.
Well, they're all new to you.
They were talking about something in 1985.
Yeah.
Well, they were a couple of nights ago.
Right. Well, it's all reruns this week.
Yeah, well, and his show is not worth watching the first time.
Well, I disagree.
Yeah,
I watch
You
it.
would. I don't understand the humor. I guess I must be
Really?
very stupid, yeah.
No, you probably just haven't watched it into it enough. You gotta. It's like any
yeah.
other kind of show. You gotta watch it for a while, right?
And also, I understand that there was a major episode of Knots Landing. You talked about it yesterday morning, last night, and somehow it didn't make it in my house. It didn't get on the set.
Not serious.
Someone was watching reruns of Sanford and Son or something, and I was just, half passed out and not paying any attention. And then at about 11:30, it dawned on me. A little light bulb lit up over my head.
You've lost that show.
I've lost control of my TV set.
Well, it's your TV set, right?
Yeah, and
You bought it. You
Right.
paid for it.
yes.
You set
And
it
my
up.
cable.
It's your cable that you pay every month for.
Correct.
So how did you lose control?
Well, I don't have the clicker box. No,
that's
I mean,
not yours.
No, I only rent that out. 6:35 on Zeta 4. And let's take another one from Dade. 2 in a row from Dade County. Hello.
Morning.
I'm impressed. Yes, sir.
How are you?
Good.
Just down here visiting my daughter. I think you guys got a really good show going on down here.
Thank you so much. Where you from, sir?
Ohio, around Kent, northeastern Ohio.
Yeah.
There's a station up there that's similar to yours. They have a morning show. A guy does a lot of jokes. His name is Stan also.
Stan also? Well, my name is not Stan, so...
I could have said Stan, too.
Yeah, well, let me say it again, sir. My name isn't Stan. My name is Neil, the last time I checked. Neil Rogers?
Don't you have a Stan there?
We have a Stan on the AM on WINZ who works in the afternoon, who's on a dying station, yeah.
Well, that's what I was referring to.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, I just want to keep that straight.
I enjoy a lot of the customs you have down here. You know, the running over your toes with the shopping carts.
Yeah, that's good. That's one of my favorites. How about stealing the sweet and low? Did they do that in Ohio?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so, really. But, as I said, you guys really have a nice show up here.
Yes, we do. Well, it's great hearing from you, and I'm sure you're a lot happier to be here than in Ohio right now, right?
I guess it's getting snow there right now.
Yeah. Okay, well, have a wonderful day, sir.
Thank you.
And a great life. Okay, I think that was the same guy that called the beginning of the show, disguising his voice. 6:36 on Zeta 4, and I guess we ought to do this now because I'm sure we'll get requests to play it again later.
It's the all-new Leave It to Beaver, starring Barbara Billingsley, Hugh Beaumont, Tony Dow, and Clint Eastwood as the Beaver.
Beaver?
Yeah, Mom. What is it?
Hi, there's a package down here for you. Just came in the mail.
Looks like it's from Bubbles.
Isn't that girl you know at school?
No, she's a hooker. She's hooky. She plays hooky from school a lot. That's where I know her from.
Later, up in the boys' room.
Hey, Wally. Look, I got a package from Bubbles.
Oh, yeah? Who did she send you?
Let's see here. Oh, jeez. She sent me her underwear. I gotta quit hanging around those kind of women.
I suppose I could say I told you so, but I guess this is no time to be rubbing it in.
Well, as long as Mom and Dad don't find out, I'll just hide them in the drawer here.
Later that same episode.
Ward, look what I found in Beaver's drawer.
Where'd that come from?
Uh-oh, I think I'm in trouble.
Big trouble.
Mom, Dad, those underwear belong to Wally.
Wally?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, they're his. He wears them. Prances around in them like Tinkerbell. Isn't that right, Big Brother?
Yeah.
Okay, now yesterday we called Luke Halpin, and maybe today we can call Tony Dow. Would that be something? I know a lot of guys get excited. A lot of people would get excited about that.
People.
Mostly guys. 6:38 on Zeta 4. We'll be right back.
Payment or cash. So come to the Sports Authority. You've never seen anything quite like it.
The Sports Authority, Oakland Park Boulevard and Route 441.
Neil wakes me up in the morning. In the morning. Neil wakes me up with a smile. With a smile, yeah.
Drinking my coffee, munching on my donut. With Zeta 4 on the dial.
Get ready to go to school with Neil. With Zeta 4 on the dial.
Driving to work in my rolls with a darling Neil. With Zeta 4 on my dial. Oh, really?
Neil, 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 and sweet. Neil, 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 Neil. Neil, 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 and sweet. Neil, 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 Neil.
I wonder why Dan McKay and Jim Schuyler talked to us for about 10 minutes and didn't seem to be suffering from any kind of insecurity, hysteria, or juvenile behavior. And yet when we called Donald and Noodles, there seemed to be some serious problems over there.
Yeah, at Hot 105, they didn't seem to care about their
and like when we
management.
called Bill Tanner yesterday at Power 96, he did like a 5-minute show. He brought Carmen on and
great.
Dr. Root and all
They
his
were
characters,
great.
and they were great.
Mark Mosley.
And when we called even Joey yesterday, we had a classic call, one of the greats in the history of broadcasting.
He was super.
And
Which we have on tape if anybody would like to send a cassette in. We
Yeah, if you'd like your very own
No.
copy of the Joey Reynolds Call.
It's a joke.
For example, if you got a talk show and you don't have any material left, Stan, we'll be more than happy to supply you with your own copy so you can do like about a half an hour on it like he did yesterday. Can you believe that? I mean, what relevance is there, in all seriousness, what relevance is there between the Stan Majors show and my call to Joey?
Oh, well,
Can you see the connection?
The reason he gave was that Joey talked about him. You know, Joey mentioned Stan.
So?
Well,
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, you'll have to ask Stan, but that's the reason he gave.
Okay.
Now who are we calling? He asked.
It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. It's
I'm
17
awake
before
now.
7 on Zeta 4, and you're just sneezing up a storm. You're
I'm
just
a little stuffed up.
another one of those people who has a cold and doesn't want to admit it.
No, I
Did I
don't.
do something wrong?
No.
I didn't?
I think you only hit 6 buttons.
And I don't have a cold.
You don't have a cold?
No. I'm just a little...
Just keep saying that.
I'm just a little stuffed up.
Hey, here we go.
I was stuffed up
Now,
yesterday.
this is going to be kind of interesting to see what kind of a reception we get here on this phone call.
Oh, my God.
No, it's going to be fascinating to me. In fact, it'll be really fascinating if they ever pick the damn phone up. That's what's going to be really exciting.
Is this like a hotline?
This is like another Luke Halpin warm line.
Dennis Collins home.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to have that number, I'll tell you that. We'd start calling him I'd come in early, about 4:30 in the morning, and we'd play all our new material for him over the phone. Now, how can they not be answering the warm line? Is that possible?
Is this another radio station?
Well, it just could be.
I think I know who this is.
Do you really?
Yeah.
What's your guess?
I don't understand why you're answering the phone. How
well,
come
they're
answering
busy.
the phone, huh? Are you doing something on here?
Yeah, well, they're listening to those suggestions to improve the station.
Oh, yeah, I got that number, too.
The 800
I still
number.
haven't had a chance to organize, which is good because we're getting new numbers every day. Now, did these numbers all come from our friend in Kendall from Fruitcake?
It might have been him. I'm not that familiar with his voice. So
You will be.
There was like about 3 different calls, and I think 2 of them were from different people.
This is your buddy. This is a big fan of yours.
Yeah. He tapes my show every day, and I wouldn't have to tape it if he talked to us directly. You could hear it live while it's on the air. Come on, Sonny, pick up the phone, would you please? Would somebody over there tell Sonny that we're calling him for crying out loud?
Hey, Sonny, there's a phone call.
Yeah,
for you.
Sonny, it's that phone. Try to clear the cobwebs out of your eyes, Sonny, and answer that phone.
Think you dialed correctly?
I am positive that I dialed the correct number. Believe me.
Maybe he's
It's
talking
ringing,
on the
ringing.
air over there.
Maybe he's on the air right now.
Sonny,
Doing one of his bits.
Dueling Sonnies.
Maybe he's doing one of the bits that I did a few days ago that he heard on the air. What was the one that he liked? Oh, he heard he was just obsessed with Captain Dave saying, call the police when we were talking about the specimen bottles.
That was great.
Yeah, he loved that.
That was a great line.
It was a great moment in radio history, no question about it.
Sort
And
of
if
like with the Hindenburg.
Yeah,
crash and all.
exactly.
Yeah, right
And
there.
if you like your very own Tupperware specimen container, we're going to be selling those here
Look
at
at the
Zeta 4.
fog.
The fog is going to be burning off, but it's like just hovering right over the ground.
It's like being in a movie.
You think that's an omen?
You see that?
I think that has something to do with that article about Bob Lassiter that we saw yesterday. There's a dense fog rolling in. There's a deep, dank depression setting in.
It's like being in a horror movie.
It really is. I expect Bela Lugosi to come out of there any moment to make some biting comments on Zeta 4.
It'll burn off when the
Well,
sun
I
comes
don't know.
out.
We sure gave this stiff number plenty of time to ring, didn't we?
Try it
I bet
later.
you he knows that we're calling. Is that possible?
Yes, it is.
Come on, Sonny. What do you think?
Well, why wouldn't he answer, though?
How about if we rang the number in David Ross's office? Would that?
He's not there.
He's not there, but it would be kind of interesting to see what we got.
Nothing.
No.
Same thing.
Maybe
Same-
him sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, maybe David is in there checking out the license and see what that renewal date is. Okay, 6:46 on Zeta 4, and it couldn't happen to nicer folks, David. Let me tell you that. Okay, where are we going next? To David. Don't even think about calling this show again. What the hell was that about?
2 people called and said that they talked to the people with Sonny in
Yeah.
the studio, and they told him that you were trying to get through, and they said they think you have the wrong number because there was no number ringing like that.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
So I had the wrong number?
Maybe. So they suggested calling the 550 line because they are answering.
550-Y100?
Y100.
Yeah, 550-Y100. Y100.
I wonder if it... Would you cut it out already?
I'm sorry.
I know you don't have a cold, so what's the excuse?
I'm getting better.
We might have to preempt the news. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah. Y100 Sunny in the Morning Show. Hello.
Hey, this is Neil Rogers on Zeta 4.
Hi, Neil. How you doing?
Okay, we're on the air. What's Sonny doing? Is he eating a banana or what?
Oh, Sonny's busy right now because he plans the show out in advance.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah.
Gee, that's a novel idea.
Why don't you do that, Neil?
You'd never know that from listening.
Listen, I'm real busy.
In other words, you're gonna shine us? Is that it?
No, I'd like to talk, but I've got really important things to do.
Like what? Like a radio show?
Hey, you got it, and it's planned in advance. See you, Neil.
Okay, bye.
Oh,
planned in advance. You see, you know what that is? It's like Joey says the same thing.
Yeah.
Like he sits in right. If you don't have any kind of a mind, and if you don't have any spontaneous humor or any kind of, then you need to sit down and write all that stuff out. We don't do that. And I would never do it. I just couldn't do that because it's contrived.
Right.
Yeah,
like writing a script for a play. Now, that's a different thing.
Most of the funnier stuff is like while you're on the air
Spontaneous,
anyway,
of course. If you're quick on your feet or quick on your ass, as the case may be, that's what it's all about.
Now, Joey's sidekick, Bill Marshall?
Yes.
You know who that is? He was
That's Penny Marshall's brother, I think.
Right, and he was also Johnny Dark's board op at
WNBC.
WNBC.
Oh, jeez, am I impressed with that piece of radio trivia.
Another board op. The board ops are doing so well in this city, don't you think?
Especially Johnny Dark's board ops. They're making money. He's on the beach somewhere. He can't even find himself a job.
That's all true, by the way.
Yes, I know it is.
10:07 now on Zeta.
Deservedly so.
Attorneys for comedian Joan Rivers say they know who Bert Hacker is. Now, Hacker was a pseudonym for the author of the article in Gentleman's Quarterly that prompted Rivers to threaten a $50 million lawsuit. Rivers denounced the article earlier this week during a tearful news conference in L.A. and demanded a retraction. The story painted a bleak picture of Rivers' marriage to the late Edgar Rosenberg. A spokesman declined to name names, but says the ID will be revealed when the suit is filed.
When you stop and think about this wacko who answered the phone for Sonny, and you think back to all of the mobile calls that Sonny made to me when I was on in midday on AM.
Oh, yeah.
Now, how did we manage to take those and put them on the air spontaneously? Because I guess the show should have all been planned out ahead of time. Like every call should have been contrived or something. It should have been all set up.
It wasn't?
I don't remember. I don't think so. It doesn't ring any bells with me. So, in other words, what this guy is saying is that Sonny just doesn't have enough sense of humor, or spontaneity to do a bit on the air unprepared without writing it out longhand.
Wow. Sort of like Joey.
Yeah, well, let's not get carried away.
Let's look at the numbers.
We like Joey. You're okay, Joey.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that first call we had this morning, I think that was from Joey's people.
You do?
Well, we'll find out.
Oh, Mr. Rogers?
We'll call him again a little later.
Okay.
He loves us.
I know.
He only wishes he had a piece of that 9 share.
And I thought Sonny loved you, too.
Well, we thought so. Well, Sonny likes taping it. See, then he can sit down and listen to it slowly.
Ah.
He and Grandma Boone can sit down and listen to it together. And if he listens slowly enough, he can comprehend what we're saying.
Partly cloudy, becoming breezy later. A small craft advisory will go into effect later.
Let me shake your hand.
High today 76, low tonight 49, and it's 54 at Zeta 4, 652.
And he found Hollywood Honda.
Yeah! No, let's hope the customers can find us.
Yeah. Neil Rogers, the rock and roll monster.
654 on Zeta 4, and it's pretty easy to see who the people are on the air in this market, at least in the morning, who are secure. Well, I don't think secure is necessarily the right word, but who are not insecure, who are not bitten by this deep paranoia. Am I right? Those are the people who talk to us. And the people who like brush us off and have all these excuses. Oh, we plan all our stuff ahead. We don't have time to talk to you. It's all laid out like a road map. What the hell is that all about?
It sounded like it was kind of like a shot or something. But
like a shot?
I mean, the way he
Boy,
was
are you
saying
slow.
I know, but it was...
It was a shot. That was the whole idea. He must have read that thing in South Florida Magazine, because Joey said the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
About how he sits for hours in the afternoon and writes out all this material. You'd never know it by listening to the show. Or maybe it's he listens to old tapes and gets all this material. Is that possible? Like from New York? Maybe he listens to old Howard Stern and Scott Shannon tapes or something? Or Imus tapes?
The thing about producing bits in advance, or like before the show or the day before the show, is 90% of the time, the spontaneous stuff is much better.
Much funnier. But Sonny's got it all written on, he's got it all laid out. And I guess probably Sonny only, he does that in the afternoon, and by that time he's tanked anyway, so... the busy signal complex, and if all the lines aren't lit, the show cannot go on.
Where did you get that
idea? Have you heard him the last few days, man?
Yes, I
pumping those numbers.
Yes, I have.
Pumping them frantically.
He said early in the week it was going to be a numberless week. He was not going to give the number all week. Within 20 minutes, he was
I'm
pumping
sitting here
it.
with one lousy call, and I think we're going to talk about mixed marriages. What's Kane doing now? I'll do what he's doing.
He did do that.
Yeah.
Did you hear him call my answer machine yesterday?
I've got sunshine on WINZ.
By the way, Jay's got a big party tonight. I know that's a bulletin.
When there's a hurricane blowing, baby, it's still the month of May.
Do we have any tickets left for the Hurricane game this weekend in South Carolina?
I guess you.
Yeah, he's ready to give them away. Look at that.
What can make me feel that way? Stan Major. Talking about Stan Major.
Who's that?
Stan Major.
Okay, now, the interesting part of it is people are calling Stan up and telling him that people are singing that song. Like there's some movie.
Oh, 3 Men and a Baby.
Is that it? And
the
people
Ted
are
Danson
breaking
movie.
out and singing that because the song, My Girl, is in the
now,
movie.
the guy said that he was at the movie theater watching 3 Men and a Baby, and apparently Ted Danson sings My Girl.
Yeah.
And when they came to that...
the crowd starts singing Stan Major.
Stan Major.
The only thing Stan doesn't tell you is where they're hearing it. They're not hearing it on his show. They're getting it on this show.
Oh,
because he thinks My Guy by Mary Wells is what the original song was anyway. So they're getting it from the day. Remember the day we played My Girl by Smokey Robinson and the Miracles,
Right.
and then or the Temptations. I'm sorry, same difference. And we played this at the same time. We did that whole bit, and we are the ones who have put that jingle on the map. Oh, ignore number 3. He just called to listen to the show on the phone. What the hell kind of a message is that? Are you listening on hold?
Yes.
Well, don't you have a radio?
My radio's upstairs. I'm in intensive care in the hospital.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, did you hear him telling everyone yesterday that if you send material to Neil,
yes,
that you're going to have to send a dub
yeah.
to him? Did you hear him tell that?
What nonsense.
Because he can't get in here anymore, and there's some things he thinks would be good on his show.
I told you the other day he's suffering from Neil's material withdrawal syndrome.
Uh-huh.
He cannot steal the material in here, and he doesn't know what to do now. He doesn't know whether to scream or eat a banana. And I don't understand why, because he's got EJ doing stuff for him. He's got Don Jr. doing stuff for him. He's got Mike Wolf doing intros for him. What does he need with our stuff?
It's another...
He's got like 2 years of ACN stuff in his rack there. What is it that he needs besides an act, besides a show?
There's something in this building. If they don't have access to this
room.
I've got so much honey that the bees can believe. He takes the mobile colors while he's smoking on a stogie.
Okay.
Oh, you got a cough. You
got
coughed
a little that's about it. Little greps, I think. 7:04 on Zeta, and I guess we'll do the weather now, and then we got a little spot to do, and then we'll take a bunch more calls. We're not going to play a lot of music today. I'm just not in the mood for music, even though we've been ordered, according to Buddy Nevins, one of America's great journalists, we've been ordered to play lots more rock and roll music. You know, this guy just makes it up as he goes along.
Says you admitted that on the
And
air.
I've admitted it on the air.
I missed it.
I wonder how that explains the fact that yesterday we played 3 records in 4 hours.
I missed the announcement.
And one of them was like a going home record. I mean, it was a good one. It was Philadelphia Freedom. But
yeah. Going home record,
Yeah.
you call that.
Now, Buddy Nevins, was he Jed or Jethro? I always get confused when I see the show, which one he played.
Yeah, he's akin to Jethro Tull.
Zeta forecast, partly cloudy, becoming breezy later.
Just keep making it up, buddy.
A small crack.
Today we admitted that we're leaving the air on a week from next Sukkot, okay? You can put that in the paper.
High today, 76. Low tonight, 49.
And we don't prepare the show ahead of time either. We fly by the seat of your pants.
It's 54 degrees currently at Zeta 4, 7:05.
The following monthly...
Okay, it's 7:06 on Zeta 4, the Neil Rogers Show on a Friday morning, and it's Aloha Friday.
That's right. I
on
forgot
the Jay
about
Michaels
that.
Show.
I forgot.
Joey had a great line a few days ago. I was driving home, and Gonzer was playing some obnoxious record, so I punched up Joey, and it was the day that he stayed over that extra quarter hour. And he had, what did he call Jay Michaels? He called him a quaalude-sucking homosexual.
Good Lord.
And I'll be honest with you, I never knew about the quaaludes.
Hey, Neil, this is Don Jr. I know you don't like my old man, pal, but hey, you're still a pal of mine. You're numero uno, babe.
And now, here with a special Christmas message, the immortal Elvis.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. This here is the King. I know I haven't been around much for a while, but I want y'all to know that up here in rock and roll heaven, I'll be thinking of you this Christmas. I'd like to give y'all a special Christmas message. A message of peace. Like, how about a little piece of that pie going by? Thank you. Thank you very much. Like I was saying, Christmas is a time of hope, a time of joy, a time for loving. And I sure would love a big slice of that pizza you got there. Okay, what we watch? No more what that. Oh yeah, Christmas. Now Christmas to me means family. And family means friends. And friends means getting together. And getting together means eating. Oh, pass me that drumstick, would you please? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. And I just want to say to you right now, you know, I may be a big star, maybe too big. But ain't nobody so big you can't reach out a helping hand. A helping hand. Would you hand me a helping of those mashed potatoes over there, would you please? Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, like I was saying, ain't nobody so big you can't stoop to help a friend in need over the holiday season. Now, speaking of season, you want to pass me that salt sugar when you get the chance? Thank you. Yeah, just unscrew the cover. That's right. Thank you. Thank you very much. So this Christmas, why don't y'all take a tip from old Elvis? No, leave those steak tips right where they are. You know what I mean? No, I appreciate it. Thank you. I want you to remember, we're all part of God's great big family. And you know God made man into his own image. And look in the mirror, I'd have to say God must be a big, big son of a gun. You know what I mean? I think you do. But I especially want y'all to remember this one last thing. When you're all at home this Christmas, stringing that popcorn up on the tree, save a big, big bowl for the king. Extra butter, know what I mean? Well, like you do. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Is he eating on the air? I bet you Sherry Hall would have a nervous breakdown if she heard Elvis eating on the air on Zeta 4. Would that be disgusting or what? We've been flooded with people who enjoyed the U2 concert last night.
We've had one call.
One call. You know, they spent the whole day on this station yesterday just going ape over that U2 concert and that Bono Vox. And I'm telling you, I mean, you know, some of their music is okay, but I wouldn't get excited about them. I wouldn't walk from here to the edge of the fog to see U2.
Right.
I wouldn't. Would you?
No, I enjoyed their music, but I would not go to the
That's
Orange Bowl.
not the kind of group you want to see, first of all, like I said before.
No, the music's fine, but I wouldn't go to the Orange Bowl or the Sportatorium.
I wouldn't go to any bowl.
Right.
To see
Sting
them.
one should be good.
Who's that?
The Sting concert.
Sting ought to be
good.
excellent,
End
yeah.
of January.
And that's at the Knight Center. See, I will go to the Knight Center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay, here's Every Breath You Take on Zeta 4 by the Police. Okay, let's go to Dade County. Hello. You be there? Okay, this caller either be illin or be gone.
Neil?
Yeah, see, I told you they were still there. Yes, sir.
Listen, Neil.
Yeah.
No, I was, what I do is I call you and I put the phone down and just listen on the radio and,
And then you wait to find out if it's your turn.
yeah, and,
And just as you pick up the phone, I'm hanging it up, right?
Yeah, and I rushed to the phone so you wouldn't hang up on me.
I wouldn't do that to you. You sound like a great American, sir. You have your
Listen,
green
I
card?
think, when you call up the other radio stations, that's probably one of the best parts in your show.
It's pretty revealing, though, isn't it? To see which stations respond and have a good time with us and which ones are just testy and won't play the game.
Yeah, I wonder why people do that. They should take a couple of minutes and at least talk to you at least. Not like this guy in Y100 this morning telling he's so busy and this and that.
Yeah, that Sonny Vox.
And Have you called those dudes waxy up yet?
Yeah, I called. Didn't you hear that?
No, I didn't. What time?
Oh, yeah. I called them about 6:45, I think, and I said, don't hang up. Give us a chance here. And they started singing Don't Hang Up, and they hung up. Yeah, well, it's not them. They're under a lot of pressure over there. The management is just totally psychotic. Mm-hmm. They are.
Very good.
And when the next numbers come out in about 10 days, they're going to be in intensive therapy for weeks.
Hey, listen, about numbers, Al, how's your station doing?
This one?
Yeah.
Well, we're on the upswing. Let's put it that way.
On the upswing?
Yeah.
That's true.
That's good.
Of course, when you
I
start...
guess that's because you're the rock and roll monster.
When you start at 0, though, you have to go up. You can't go down. It's true.
All right, Neil, listen, man, it was nice talking to you.
Likewise.
I'll give you my input. Your show's pretty good, and I always tune in the morning as soon as I wake up.
Well, that's good, because that's what time it's on, so that's a good start.
Okay, buddy.
Thanks a lot.
Boy.
Boy.
Hey, that's starting to catch on.
Yeah, now Joey's going to accuse us of stealing that from him. You know,
Baya,
first it was Hiya, and then we turned that into Boya, and now ours is Boy, so it's pretty close. It's like, you know, those lawsuits against George Harrison and all these other, and Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. But I'm not concerned about that.
How would Stevie Wonder steal somebody else's material? Something to think about. Okay, we have it open. No, we don't. Boy, the lines are hot today. Whereas we punch your buttons on Zeta 4. You know what I'm saying? I'm really getting choked up about it. Okay, let's move right along. He does have a big party tonight. I can't believe it. He was promoting it yester's.
That's right.
And he is the party animal.
Oh,
he just,
well, he admits it.
Non-stop party guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's got that little boom box. I guess the big boom box he takes like to major events, like if he's in the Orange Bowl or the Night Center. And the little boom box is like to take to your house or, the Holiday Inn, something like the Marriott.
The Tupperware party.
Yeah. Dade County, hello.
Hello, Neil. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
I wanted to tell you thanks. I got my cassette.
Great.
Which was excellent, and I sent a copy out to Hawaii to my brother.
Beautiful.
And he sent it back and said his wife wouldn't let him listen to it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got 2 now. And also got my button from the bird.
Beautiful. Well, it sounds like you're in good shape.
Yeah, except let me tell you something about that chiseler Stan. You know, he said, write in, send in material, make a program, I'll send you a Pope T-shirt. He stole my material and didn't send me a T-shirt. You believe that?
Yes, I do.
And I swear to God, he called up on it. I called up the program guy over there at the switchboard and told him he was stealing my material.
Yeah.
The guy hung up on me.
One of the worst freeloaders in the history of broadcasting, that
Who
Stan Major.
Who is the guy working the board over there? Not Kyle anymore.
Oh, you mean Roland?
Oh, I don't know who he was.
You know, I have an interesting question about that. His name is Bob Roland, and when he used to run the board for all of us, we used to call him Bob, which is generally what you call people. You don't call them by their last. For example, we didn't call Kyle Isley. Hey, Isley, how you doing?
Exactly.
And now all of a sudden that he's become a superstar, they call him by his last name. Hey, Roland, what is that all about?
That's what he wants.
Why?
If you call him Bob, he gets all upset.
Why?
I don't know.
Roland?
It's a strange.
Roland?
Anyway.
Roland? Here's CCR on Zeta 4.
Well, Bird, did you get my letter?
Which one?
The one I left $1 in for bird seed.
Appreciate it.
No, anyway, I wrote you a letter. It was a long time ago. Listen, you know that Beaver song about the underwear?
Yeah.
I have a similar problem with a friend of mine. She's too embarrassed to go out and buy herself underwear, and she's still wearing this stuff when I think she's about 14. Believe that?
Yeah, I do believe it.
You know anybody that might be able to help her, maybe like Stan or something?
No, I think my roommate is big on girls' underwear, so in fact, he was wearing some blue ones yesterday that were amazing. I'm serious, with lace.
She's got a real hang-up. She don't want to go in and buy anything. I've been trying to get her to do that. And I'm tired of seeing giraffes and ducks on her butt all the time, you know?
Well, you can buy them for her, can't you?
Oh, no, I'm too embarrassed to do that.
Are you really?
Yeah, I don't even buy my own underwear. No, I did. Anyway, maybe somebody's listening out there. They can give me an idea how to get her into a store.
I got an idea for you. Why don't you buy them? Yeah, whatever. No, that didn't get on the air. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, just don't do it again.
No, I won't. That's not usually me.
That was the right word, though.
Well, let me tell you, bring up one other thing, too, is that your friend Steven, man, you had to cut a tape for that guy. He's such a jerk.
Who's that?
Steve, you know. He was calling you Mr. Dirty Mouth yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, but you had to cut a little tape and tease him, man. He's so open for being bad.
It does.
I mean, don't you
and I
think?
love listening to him. I enjoy him. I think he's terrific.
Hello?
I'm listening.
You know, okay, I'm sorry. That's right. Well, okay, one last thought. He was telling a guy how bad it is to give a little boy a gun and expose him to that.
Yeah.
And I wonder what his daughters thought when he used to walk around the house and they exposed him to what he was.
To that little pistol, yeah.
Same thing. That's what I was thinking. All right, goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. Ooh, gee, isn't that interesting the way he said that? Like, all of a sudden, like, there are some people who are like that.
In the morning.
Like, you'll be talking, no, not necessarily. You'll be talking, everything is fine, then all of a sudden, goodbye.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Maybe you saw some
You don't
ducks
like
and giraffes.
You don't like that.
I can't handle
You
that.
like him to back out
Yeah,
slowly.
I like him to just kind of like slink out the door. Like Alice, just kind of slink out of the door and keep like 1 foot on the other side of the line at all times. 17 past 7 on Zeta 4 here on a Friday morning. And that's a good idea. Are you still there?
I'm here.
Okay, hold on. Okay, that's our caller. What are you laughing about? The guy's in intensive care, for crying out loud. He wants to hear the show. Is that a laughing matter?
No. I'm glad we
You ought to
can
be
help
ashamed
out.
of yourself.
I was just
on general principle.
I'm not laughing at him.
What are you laughing at?
It was just funny. When
Just laughing at life in general, right?
Exactly.
Boy, it'll get you off the hook.
Thank you.
Broward County, hello. I know there's somebody there. I know you're there. I'm positive. I bet serious dollars.
Hello.
See, I told you. How are you?
Hello, hello?
Hello.
Me?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Aren't you?
See, I called from Dade, and I called the Broward line.
Oh boy, you sound excited.
I am.
You
All
sound,
the time I've been waiting to talk to you.
You sound like all nervous and goosey now.
I am. I've never talked on the radio before.
Wow. So how is it?
It's great, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Hey, you guys are great.
I know
From
it.
Boston, and this is the first time I've ever heard your show.
Are you serial? How long have you been here?
Oh, 8 months.
8 months? And what the heck have you been listening to?
I don't know. I guess
I don't know.
all the
Do you know Scott Legier? This must be Scott's sister. I don't know. It's quality rock and roll on Zeta 4. Are you auditioning for your own show?
Oh no, but I could come on yours. How would that be?
That would be fine. One day.
One day.
Someday. One fine day. And here are the chiffons on Zeta 4. Are you
What?
following any of this?
The
In other
chiffons?
words, yeah. Do you remember the chiffons?
Oh gosh, that must be before my time.
Yeah, He's So Fine. That was a record that George Harrison stole for My
fine.
Sweet Lord.
Is he fine?
I don't know, but I'd like to find out. Who are we talking about?
The chiffons?
Yeah.
I can't follow this.
No,
call.
I don't either.
I'm lost.
Like lemon
I don't
chiffon
know.
pie?
That's too early in the morning for me.
Mm-hmm. Or shoe fly pie.
Obviously.
why
It's too
I
bad
never
we didn't
heard
write all of this out. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how good this call would be when you write it out? See, that's another thing I don't understand, Sonny, is when you're doing a talk show like we do, how do you write it all out? I mean, the calls are spontaneous, you idiot. Not you, ma'am, just Sonny. Sonny Fox. With a V.
I know, my goodness, when you get up this early in the morning, how do you guys get up this early in the morning and have such a sense of humor?
Very easy. The alarm goes off, and you get up and you bang it a couple of times. You jump out of bed, hop in the car, and here you are, like magic. 102.7.
Our eyes open up that quickly?
Yes, they do. You'd be amazed.
I guess I would be.
Yeah.
Teach me how to do that someday.
Oh, I don't think so. I think you're barking. I think you better listen to the show a little longer. Okay, listen. Have a wonderful weekend, and call us again. Okay.
I sure will.
Okay.
Thank you muchly.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. She was nice.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. I have no idea what she was talking about, but I enjoyed the call
That's
immensely.
the kind of call we like a lot.
That's absolutely correct. 7:20 now on Zeta 4. Now, we were
Do
talking
you have
about...
all of this written out now? Is it prepared? This
Well,
newscast?
kind of.
Okay.
We were talking about 3 Men and a Baby, the song with My Girl in it that people in some theaters break.
I guess
Yeah.
you
This one.
say 2 till 6 WINZ.
Well, the original My Girl is in this movie 3 Men and a Baby, which is the Ted Danson movie that some people in some theaters are breaking into the Stan Major song in. It is #1 in the country, this film.
What is the Stan Major song?
Yeah. Well, that's number one here.
See, now, Stan's not getting any calls, and he's depressed about that, but when he finds out his song is number one, that'll make him feel a lot better.
Well, 3 Men and a Baby is the number one film in the country. In its first 5 days of release, it sold nearly $14 million in tickets. That's almost double the number two film, which is Cinderella, the re-release of the Walt Disney animated classic.
Do you know what we went to see last night?
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
How did you know that?
That's number 3.
Well, that's what we went
That's
to see.
the Steve Martin and
John
Candy.
Candy. It's a funny
comedy.
movie.
Yeah. Fatal Attraction is edging its way out. It is number 4. And last week's number one film, The Running Man with Arnold, is number 5. Happy Relatives gave thanks, and Cuban prisoners played salsa music early today.
Played what?
Salsa music.
Salsa.
Salsa, not salsa. Salsa is what Tony Prego makes in the promotion office.
Well, anyway, 89 hostages walked to freedom at the Atlanta Federal Penitentiary. A group of relatives shouted, "Thank God, thank God," as the first hostages emerged from 11 days of captivity.
Was that another ethnic slur when you said salsa?
No.
As in, that's a good a salsa? That's what they say in the ragu plant in Rochester.
Partly cloudy, becoming breezy later today with a
I
high.
bet you didn't know they made ragu spaghetti sauce in Rochester, did you?
I never had thought about that.
Now you know.
It's weird. I never thought
Great.
about that. High today, 76, low tonight 49.
It freezes, though.
54 at Zeta 4.
Why buy from a used...
In accordance with the new FCC guidelines, this station will broadcast material characterized as indecent only between the hours of midnight and 6 a.m. The time at the tone, 12 midnight.
He's the first kid on the block, first kid, and he gets up bright and early. Well, you know he's a little nutty, kinda nutty, and you know he's a little squirrely, kinda squirrely. Well, he peeks at you through the hole in the record just to say hello. Hi, I can see what you're all doing out there. Yeah, in the morning on Zeta 4 Radio, it's the Neil Rogers Show. Good morning, Neil.
26 after 7 on Zeta 4. The sun is shining. It looks just like a repeat of yesterday. The fog has burned off.
Yes.
Am I right?
Not a cloud in the
There's
sky.
a little bit of it like hovering out there with the Rick Edwards and the tower. But other than that, it's burned off, and it looks like yesterday all over again. A little crisp. Going to be a great day. Good day to wash a car.
Is it?
A great day to wash a car.
I thought it would be a good day to move furniture.
No, that was yesterday.
Oh, you did
And
that.
yesterday was a good day to wash a car, too. I did not wash the cars, by the way.
But you did.
Someone else washed the cars.
They had time?
Exerted enormous physical energy. And did a very good job, by the way.
Wow.
So that's a step in the right direction.
I guess.
Of course, that was after I had moved 400 pounds of furniture, but, little things.
How's your back?
My back is out. 26 after 7. My back is hurting after what they've been saying about me at Y100, no doubt. Shame on them. Okay, let's dig into my pocket. I like this, like reaching into your pants pocket, and you've got all these little slips of paper.
Like Captain Kangaroo.
Yeah, I feel just like Mr. Green Jeans.
I know.
And you got all these weird numbers on them. Now, Daffy, we didn't get to call her yesterday.
Are you going to call Daffy? Oh, this will be the best.
No.
Oh.
What the hell would I talk to her about? It's very difficult to be a sued at 7:30 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Okay, here we go, boys and girls.
You could talk
Get
to
your
her
tapes
about
rolling.
the Reagan-Gorbachev summit.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Steve Perrin, the new program director of Y100.
Hi,
Thanks for
Steve.
calling the Y100 Listen Line.
Okay.
With your input, we're going to make Y100 even better.
Well,
Please leave your
won't
comments
take much.
on the phone. You have 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Y100 listens to you.
Boy, come on, Steve. Where's the beef? Hey, Steve, how you doing? This is Neil Rogers again at Zeta 4, and I'm sorry to call you 2 days in a row, but, about that Sonny Fox, what's with Sonny? I mean, it's one thing to be prepared and have everything written out, but what's wrong with Sonny? Doesn't he have a sense of humor? He loves my show. He loves me. He tapes the show. He steals my material. Straighten Sonny out, will you please? Tell him to speak to us. Tell him we could have a wonderful relationship. You know what I mean? Bye, Steve. Okay.
Now, there's a hell of a suggestion for him.
Yeah, straighten Sonny out.
Make Y100 even better.
I can't believe he didn't talk to us. I mean, the guy came on and sounded so friendly.
He loves you.
These people are so uptight. They have no sense of humor. They have no sense of adventure, some of them.
Now, Sonny, you ran into Sonny at the dentist office.
Sonny loves this
nuts
show.
over
He's a
you.
groupie. He's one of my main groupies.
We used to have to ban him from the AM.
He shook my hand so many times that I felt like I'd been doing aerobics when I left the dentist office. That's a true story. Oh, let's see.
What was he doing at the dentist office, I wonder?
Getting a new mouth. Let's see, there's Power 96. Now, what happened to the number for She? Did I lose that?
Are you going to call
Do you
She?
think? I think it'd be pushing it to call him again today, don't you?
Yeah,
and he might
probably.
be upset that somebody we know used that on the air.
I don't know.
He might be upset about that. I wouldn't blame him because it wasn't. In other words, he wasn't doing material for the Stan Majors show.
Really?
He was just. Well, I know that comes as a shock to Stan.
That's what I thought it was.
But I almost did something terrible there. But anyway, he was doing it just in response to our call, and he was a good caller.
Oh, he was great. He was great.
Excellent. And he threw a couple of shots, not at us. Who did he take a shot at?
Stan.
At Stan. now I know why I like that call so much. It finally rings a bell. It's Stan Major disease. Look out for it, ladies and gentlemen. It's creeping through the building at Zeta 4.
Stan Major. Talking about Stan Major.
7:30 on Zeta 4. Don't forget, Jay Michaels on AM on WINZ today is going to be having his own Tupperware party on the air. It's a radio first, ladies and gentlemen, by Tupperware over the air on WINZ today. And it's going to be great when they have those things burp on the air every now and then.
Are they gonna? Can you buy any of those little specimen things?
I'll bet you that Sherry Hall would have a nervous breakdown if we were like burping Tupperware on the air back there. Can you imagine how that would sound in stereo? I bet you it would sound pretty good. Yeah, we could have like two of them, and you could burp one over there, and I'll burp one over here. Or if we get some of that TJ Cinnamons in here this morning, we could just burp ourselves. 'Cause, boy, that's great stuff. Yeah, we haven't had any food come in here in a long time, and it's only 7:30 now, which means we still have a good solid hour to get those cheeseburgers in here. What are you making guttural sounds? You don't believe that one day we're going to get cheeseburgers in here? I'm telling you. If I could do it in Albion, Michigan, like 22 years ago, then why the hell can't we do it here?
It's possible.
Some homemade ones, I think, is the only way you're going to get them.
Oh yeah, like I'm going to really eat homemade meat in this market, right? Keep all your homemade meat at home, all right?
We can call Jamie and Marcy.
Yeah, there we go. We could have cheeseburgers Parmesan. That sounds really good to me.
They'd be glad to
Okay,
bring it
more
back.
calls, perhaps. Dade County, hello. Hello? I think they're gone. I can always tell.
I know. I trust
that
you
ear.
Implicitly.
Hello, Neil?
Yes, sir.
What's up, bud?
Hey, how you doing?
Listen, I'd like to ask you something. When you play that Stan Major song,
Yes.
it sounds so much better. I mean, so much better when you sing along with it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We can't sing, sir.
No, I think you guys can.
Well, I'm always on key, but somebody in the room, we won't mention any names. Somebody is always way off key.
I mean, seriously, when you play that, could you do me a favor?
In fact,
especially when it goes Stan Major.
Stevie Wonder had an album about his performance. It's called Songs in the Key of Flight. As in Big Bird.
What, Big Bird?
Do I feel like we have an echo on the show today or something?
No, if I'm not understanding you.
That's good.
Doesn't matter.
That's the idea.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh, well, listen, I'd like to ask a question. Who makes these Wally and Beaver skits?
Who makes them up?
Yeah, who makes them up?
Tony Dow and Clint Eastwood.
Tony Dow, because it's pretty good.
Yeah, they're a number nowadays. You know that, Tony and Clint?
That they're a number?
Yeah.
Like, how do you mean they're a number?
Like a number. Like pick a number from 1 to 100. Like maybe 69?
Yeah, okay.
That's the number.
Okay, so I just want to call to ask you if you could sing along with them because...
Okay, next time, okay?
Yeah, okay. So we'll see you later.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Call my answering machine. This fits right in with that call. Would you?
Well, now I'm going to debate whether I should call you or whether I should call...
Stan Major!
But...
My answering machine will fit right into that last...
You noticed I did dump that.
Yes.
Did you see
so
that?
did Stan yesterday. I appreciate that.
Major, talking about St. Major. St. Major. Oh, it sounds good when I sing on this, doesn't it?
Oh, jeez. Wow. It's like the whole world is losing their minds now, you know? And he thinks he's responsible for it. That's what he's upset about, because he knows damn well that I'm the one that's got everybody going around saying, Stan Major.
It just keeps running through my head.
I know, I can't, I was obsessed at one time with the Joey Reynolds theme, remember?
This has replaced it, don't you think?
In fact, just to refresh your memory.
Oh, okay, great.
Although Gary Lawrence, I think, is out of town, isn't he? Is he in New York? Because I love to play this when he's in town, but that isn't very often. And when I first got this, when they first sent me that scratchy old record from WXYZ, you'll recall that I was obsessed, and I kept playing it over and over again. But it ran its course.
It was great.
But the thing about that J. Michaels jingle, man, it just it grows on you.
You
cannot get enough of it.
That's right. It just stays great.
Yeah.
Never burns out.
It's marvelous.
Yeah.
7:35 on Zeta 4. We're going to do a commercial break. Now, refresh my memory. Have we played any music today?
No.
I know we've been ordered. The rumor is from, what's his name, over there at Goodwill?
Oh. We've been ordered.
We've been ordered to play a lot more rock and roll. Buddy Nevins, doesn't he work at Goodwill? Or is he eat at Goodwill? One or the other.
Says very heavy.
In fact, if you saw him in here that morning, I think he dresses from Goodwill.
Says very heavy traffic on southbound.
Okay, I certainly will. It's 23 till 8 on Zeta 4 as we continue to set new trends in radio broadcasting from coast to coast.
That's correct.
And one of the new parts of our format is sneezing. Man, you are just wheezing and choking and puking,
I don't know what
it seems to be going around.
I feel fine.
Do you? You look like hell in a handbasket.
Well,
I'll tell you
why
that.
should today be
You look like
different?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Bird.
Is it red?
It's
Yeah.
red as a beet. In fact, it matches your microphone cozy.
It does,
today.
really?
It really does.
But I'm all right. It's
Broward
getting
County,
better.
hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay, why is it like at the beginning of every call the levels are so low? Have you noticed that? Go ahead, sir. It's not your fault.
I gotta turn my levels up. How's that?
It's our Mickey Mouse phone system.
Yeah, it's Japanese. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Hey, Neil, I need for you to turn your levels up just a little bit. My monitor broke last night.
Oh, okay. How's this? A little better?
I heard that fool last night, yesterday when he came on. I couldn't believe that.
Which fool was that?
Oh, the guy you've been having problems with.
Oh, that idiot, yeah.
Yeah. I was talking with Stan yesterday, and he says, don't worry about that idiot.
Yeah. Don't worry about that idiot.
Bird.
Yes, sir.
I asked Stan yesterday that since you're both sharing the office, if you're changing the paper a little more regular. I just wanted to call and say good morning, guys. I froze my butt off this morning.
I'll bet you did. Yeah. On your motorcycle?
You guys have a good day, and we'll talk to you luego.
Okay, hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Adios. Okay, I was trying to ask him something there, but he was just zooming right on ahead. That's how those motorcycle people are.
Yeah.
Okay, now Gonza's going to be doing a show from a biker bar today at 10 o'clock. That ought to be really exciting.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to promote Mr. Mung, our program director, had a note that I somehow misplaced.
Really?
Can't imagine how I did that. And I'm supposed to mention that it's Friday, so Gonza will be at the comic strip tonight.
That's right.
Right?
Every Friday.
Big deal. Okay, no, that's just a joke, okay? Just a little inside joke.
Tonight. He'll
Friday.
Be there. Yeah.
Is that tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a call from Dade County, and I know that they're there. Hello?
Neil, man, what it is?
See, I told you.
Oh, yeah.
How you be?
Neil.
Yeah.
Why don't you call Sweet Baby Blue for me and let me talk to her?
Sweet Baby Blue? You think,
yeah, man.
You know what time it is out there now? It's like 20 to 5 in the morning. And not only that, we can't put two people on together here. It just dawned on me.
That's
It
right.
just dawned on me. You know,
I haven't called her in a long time.
I know.
You'll have to call her. Direct.
Do you want her number?
Yeah, man. What it is?
Okay, it is, just chill out, will you please? It's area code 213. You got that?
Yeah.
976. Is this guy? 4257.
All right, man.
Okay, and you better call right away because I gave it on the air. I didn't dump it out, so you better get in there. They're going to be mobbed.
All right, man. You all right?
Okay. Bye-bye. Okay, that's the number for Sweet Blue. That's at, I don't want to say phone sex.
That's what it is.
It is?
Sure.
No, don't say that.
Live phone sex.
That's grotesque.
But that's what it is. What
That's
would you call
indecent.
it? What would you call it? But I liked her. She was funny.
Yeah, she was excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, this Sweet Baby Blue. In fact, she was good, but our callers were all morons, remember?
Right.
All those hot, horny young guys who were calling in.
They'd freak
and then
out.
we'd get her on the phone with them, and they wouldn't know whether to scream or eat a banana. They did not know what to do. Jeff Stryker's number is disconnected.
Yep.
It's not like it used to be.
No, the old days were.
Yeah, those were the good old days.
Last summer.
Get one of those hot numbers on the phone, man. Now it's really desperate.
Well, I just wanna say, baby, I smiled all day.
Well, you don't step on the Village people, I'll tell you that. They can do nasty things to you if you cross them.
No matter where you are, don't wanna be alone. You just pick up the phone.
Hello, Fantasy Hotline.
What's your credit card number?
65671.
Your phone number?
1677.
What's your fantasy?
Feel very high.
We'll call you back.
Over the phone, you know I like it. Over the phone, you know I need.
You know, when you go out like into large crowds, like in a shopping mall at this time of the year when there are enormous numbers of people, and you start looking around, you realize that with most of them, this would be the best way. Seriously. Over the phone, when you can't see him.
Like over the radio.
Kind of like listening to Bono Vox.
Yeah.
You don't have to see his face.
I don't care not at all, long as they call me back.
Hello, baby. It's me, your fantasy.
What's your name?
Who cares? Just care about my body.
What do you look like?
I look very hot.
Over the phone in the morning. Over the phone.
Okay, those are going to be the special guests on the Lee Gillette Show this afternoon on Zeta, the Village People. Can't you see Lee Gillette interviewing the Village People?
Not really.
No, that just doesn't fit, so to speak. It's 18 before 8 on Zeta 4, the Neil Rogers Show. And what the hell is that Steve Kane talking about anyway? You know, that every time another one of these stupid articles comes out or there's another development in that stupid ongoing soap opera, right away he's there to try to exploit it because he's another guy who's got absolutely no show. And he's talking about, calling me Mr. Potty Mouth or whatever, at least alleged, because I don't listen to him at all.
No, I don't either.
Anymore, and I don't listen to Alice anymore. So I don't know what Stan's bitching about, because he may not be getting a lot of calls, but he's got no competition. There's nothing else to listen to.
That's the only thing I listen
Zero.
to. Is Stan.
Yeah.
It's the only thing to listen to in the afternoon.
My radio is either on, I'll put it this way, if I'm in a car, it's either on Stan, on FM, listening to music, hopefully this station, except when we're playing CCR, or in the off position.
Right.
I mean, those are the only three options.
I never think of any of the others in the afternoon.
No, because they're still doing that same tired old crap that is, it's beyond passe.
Kane had Jack Sturdy on the other day, so I mean,
God.
what does that tell you?
That's exciting. Did he have Bill Cuthbert on at the same time?
Bill Cosford was on Jeff Charles' show that day.
Oh, God.
And then at 2...
How about George Capewell? Was he on with Alice?
No, not that I know of.
How about Don Stoddard?
Who?
I better not mention his name. He'll call in. You know Stoddard.
He's listening.
Doesn't take much provocation, and right away he's on the phone.
That's right.
Talking about those pictures. Speaking of pictures, by the way.
Yes?
I guess I'm going to be seeing an old friend of yours sometime this weekend, and I wonder if I should ask her about those...
What about them?
About those intimate photographs?
We didn't do those.
You didn't do them yet?
We didn't take... Yet? No, we're not going to do them.
Why not? And you never say never. Always keep your options open.
Okay. I just didn't think it was a good idea. It was just a...
Do we want to tell the audience what it was?
Is it between midnight and 6?
No.
Okay, well, we can't.
Okay.
They're intimate. Let's leave it at
Entenmann's?
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't tell Stan that, man. He'll buy them. Entenmann's. Now, I think maybe that's what's affecting his show. I don't think he's eating as much Entenmann's as he used to.
Really?
I think that's probably what the big problem is. Also, if my good friends at Winn-Dixie up in Plantation, up at Jacaranda Square are listening, I know you guys have got a good sense of humor, but these 95-year-old bag boys have got to go.
Yeah.
Okay? That's not an ultimatum, but they got to go. Or I'm going to go up to Publix.
God.
Dade County, hello. Are you there?
No.
They're there. There's somebody there.
No doubt about it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, dude, how you doing?
Okay, Cougar.
Good. Hey, I was at the U2 concert last night.
Hey, here's another one. You're our second U2 aficionado, and how was it?
Oh, it was undescribably great.
Yeah.
There were some really great surprises in that concert, too.
Such as?
Well, Dwight Lauderdale came out in a grass skirt and played the electric bongos.
See, now I don't know whether to believe him. That's possible.
And I was right up front near the stage, and Michelle was running around with her top off screaming, "Do you know me?"
That's possible, too.
Yeah, and a lot of people in the audience said, we'd recognize those anywhere. They were talking about her earrings, of course.
Of course, after the concert, Ann Bishop worked with the crew to tear the stage down. It was a great show.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm glad he enjoyed it, and have a wonderful day.
He didn't say anything about Brian Norcross.
I do believe the part about Dwight Lauderdale.
Oh, yeah,
I believe that. Okay, it's Aloha Friday on the Jay Michaels Show on AM. I guess we don't even bother with that record anymore, right?
Well, I thought you were getting kind of tired of it.
I was, before it started. Now, does the rest of the station do that still? Or did we dump that? Did we can it?
Ever since I joined this morning show, I'm kind of sequestered from the rest of the group. That's like quarantine.
Yeah.
No accident.
That's one of my favorite parts of Florida is Jupiter sequestered. Broward County, hello.
Good morning, Neil.
I wrote that out, by the way. What's that?
Cousin Muggsy, how you doing? I haven't seen you in years.
Yeah, Muggsy, how are you?
I've taken a job with a new establishment. I'm now Jeff Stryker's new manager.
Oh, yeah?
How would you like me to set you up for a,
For a session?
Yeah, I guess you could put it that way.
Sounds good to me, Muggsy.
Okay, well,
Speaking of that, Peter
you want me to
Bolger
leave
just
my
drove
number with the operator? Or?
Okay, hold on a minute. There's Peter Bolger just drove in. Look at that, singing there in the sunshine like Gail Garnett. And here she is on Zeta 4. We'll sing in the sunshine. Wouldn't he just pass out? He would just fall right on the ground out there. He would impale himself on his antenna. Well, maybe he'll give us the lowdown on the concert last night and how it went, since the audience seems to be oblivious.
He seems a little mic shy, though, don't you think?
On this station, when I was on AM, he was always